Have you ever heard your network equals your net worth? Well, if you haven't, it is very, very true. For example, researchers for actually quite a while have known that the top 5 people that are closest in your inner circle or 5 people that you just hang out with, if you average out their incomes, you will get close to yours. Mind blown, right? So, how do you connect in this world of AI and in this world of consistently pervasive technology? Well, the truth is that it used to be very, very simple and easy to just build a really great and huge network online, right? About 5, 10 years ago, especially on the social media, you could really connect with people. You could really, really reach out and solve challenges, solve problems together, and you could grow together. But nowadays, with all of this AI and all of these bots, how do you really build a good network? Network that you can rely on, and how do you maybe even get some really, really good people out of that network? Well, the truth is that with all of this technology, it's becoming harder and harder to connect deeper and deeper because chances are you don't know whether you're talking to a bot at first or an AI agent, or maybe it's even worse, maybe just straight up spam. So, how are you going to do it if you're just starting out or if you're rebuilding? Or better yet, what if you just switched completely different niches? For example, most of my LinkedIn contacts are real estate based. I'd say about 70% are because that was the business that I was in for a long, long time. So it's connected with people that are in real estate. But that's not what I really want to do. That's not what I want to do long term. And truthfully, it's not even that. That is my true source of wealth because if I need something to fall back on, I know I can always fall back on real estate. And I know I have a huge, huge network built in that I can tap into immediately, even if I haven't personally connected with people in years. But I've since switched niches. You can call it coaching or consulting, but now my niche is really business and life coaching. And if you're rebuilding or you switch career paths like I did, these are the 3 steps that I'm using right now and have used in the past to build a great, super cool network. One is you gotta be not just in the right place at the right time, you gotta be the right person. So figure out what it is that you really wanna do, or figure out what you can contribute. Because a lot of the times when you are building business, friends, and business relationships, then it's a give and go. You really need to contribute something in order to get something back. For example, when I was in a new city and I didn't know anybody, and yet I knew I wanted to build a strong network of business and personal relationships in that city, what did I do? I figured out what I can give. Can I give my time? Is it a little bit of advice? What is it? I said, you know what? I know I can give a little bit of life coaching and a little bit of business coaching by just being who I am, by just connecting with people, seeing what challenges or problems they're running into. And if I click with the person, I can give a little bit of my time to show that I really care, to show that I really want them to succeed. Because people want to succeed, and I want people to succeed. That's why I'm giving you all this content, because I want you to succeed. The first thing I would do is figure out who you are. What can you give? Because the more you give, the more you get back. The second thing that I would do is be in the right place. A lot of the times when we're building networks, we're actually not in the right place, whether it's mentally, emotionally, or physically, as in physically in the right place. If you wanted to connect with somebody and hey, they invited you out to dinner or they invited you out just to coffee and you wanted to extend that business friendship, that business relationship even further, well, if you're on the East Coast, it's going to be hard for you to fly to meet people on the West Coast, unless, of course, you bridge that all in one area. But the truth is that you can build where you are. So figure out, are you in a good place where you are right now? Not just mentally, not just emotionally, but physically being in an area which will help you build that network. I knew when I wanted to grow my business extremely and at the same time have my son in a nice, beautiful place, then I can combine those two and find an area that meets all of those requirements. And that's exactly what I did. I went to the big city and I actually got what I would consider not a co working space, but a networking space. I have found that the best networking areas, one, either co working areas, or two, seminars. Now, the thing is, seminars are fleeting because you can go to a 3 to 500 person to maybe 5,000 person seminar and you're there for maybe a week tops. Chances are you're only there for a couple days. So your opportunity to connect with the same people over and over is very small. But in a co-working area, you can find the like-minded people. You can connect with people during lunch. You can go in a little bit early or a little bit after hours and you can see who's really working hard. That's exactly what I did. Then I would go into the office at around 5 p.m. and I would see who's leaving early, who's done with the day, and I would figure out who's working really hard, who's working on cool projects. Because most of the time, the founders, the CEOs, they are there either very early or they leave very late. That's exactly who I got to connect with. I got to connect with founders, CEOs, and real entrepreneurs who are there working not because they have to, but because they want to. And those are the type of people that you want to connect with. You want to connect with the founders, with the CEOs, with the movers and shakers. And they're going to be there early and they're going to leave late. So that was one of the keys to my success. And the third step is go for it. Literally go for it. Just start talking to people. Start asking them what they're building, what they're doing. Because the thing is, people love talking about themselves, but it's even deeper than that. They love talking about what they're building. So that's what I did. I spent about 3 months in that city. And every single person that I saw that looked interesting, that was moving and shaking, I spent a little bit of time with them. Maybe it's 30 seconds, maybe it's a couple minutes, really connecting deeper. I connected with everybody from OpenAI to real founders that are building other companies to real entrepreneurs that have bought and sold or built businesses and then sold them. And it was absolutely fantastic because since I was there for more than a week, I was able to see them face to face often. And not just that, but after seeing a person a couple times, after saying hi a couple times, after just chatting a little bit about just basic stuff, I would be able to ask deeper and deeper questions because then you have been there already. It's like going on a few dates. On the first date, you're asking just very surface level question. On the second day, maybe you might go deeper. On the third date, you can really go deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's exactly what happens when you're networking. If you're seeing people over and over, whether it's even quick lunch breaks or in the morning getting coffee, you can spend 30 seconds to a minute and figure out if what they're building is cool and it interests you. And then you ask them, well, what are the challenges that you're working on? What are some of the big problems that you're running into? Hey, are you looking for your next solutions? And if you do, where do you find them normally? And those are questions that entrepreneurs and business owners are always, always willing to answer because usually they're working on something cool. Usually they're running into some big problems and usually they like and want creative solutions. Now I'm going to give you a bonus tip, okay? How do you really connect deeper at seminars? Well, figure out who you want to connect with at the seminar before you go to the seminar or before you go to the networking event. Chances are, if you're going to a networking event, you can reach out to the organizer and you can say, hey, I'm looking to do this, this, and this. Who do you think I could connect with in order to really move forward? And chances are they will be friendly enough and they will want to help you because helping you is the whole reason they're running the seminar, they're running this event. So reach out to the organizers and connect with them. Then you can message the people beforehand and even book lunch meetings or coffee meetings. And then you already know who you're going to be connecting with before it even starts. You already had the first or second date. And when you're there, I'm going to give you a bonus tip of a bonus tip. Never give out your business card. Just take people's. Whenever you meet new people, say, hey, my business card is digital. because my company's green, because I want to save trees, because whatever. But the truth is, it's a ninja trick because what you're going to do, you're going to take their business card, you're going to research a little bit about them, and then you're going to send a very awesome personalized email connecting with something you talked about at the seminar, connecting at something you talked about at the event. And then you're not just a stranger, you're somebody that is looking to connect deeper. And trust me, from somebody who has given out thousands and thousands and thousands of business cards and then stopped because the response rate of those business cards was at best 20%. But when I jumped to taking people's business cards and replying instead of just handing out business cards hoping for a reply, my connection rate jumped from about 20% to 80%. So I hope you use this. I hope this really helps you. This is Russ Nikita. Remember, stay peaceful. Let's go.